Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of Rimworld Robotics. It's a little bit of unfortunate late news, but this episode is going to come out a day later than you're used to. Daily uploads are great, but I just fell behind in my recordings because I pre-recorded a lot. But in today's episode, it's been a long while since we've played. Ever since we've played, I've added a lot to the game. I've added a pre-patcher, Harmony, the core game. I haven't added that one's been a part of it. Ideology, Odyssey, and a peril tainted only when corpses rots. Meaning that they only get the negative debuff when the corpse starts to rot, which is pretty good because we're going to get a bunch of raids with a bunch of actually armored people, and we're going to need that armor because it's going to be one of the only ways we can progress, and I don't want my people to feel bad. More faction interactions allows us to have a more flushed out interaction with the factions around us. Beautiful outdoors is a quality of life only really for swamps. Multiplayer is multiplayer. Injured carry lets me take a foolish pawn that's out there in the open, all injured, not wanting to go bed rest, and make Bob force them into bed rest. EDB Prepare Carefully has been in the background of a couple of videos, but it hasn't really debuted into this one. Pick Up and Haul lets the pawns have an actual inventory. P-Music is a secondary side thing that you won't hear, and Tech Advancing lets our colony advance from the Neanderthal level tech to more advanced tech, but it doesn't change where we start, so it shouldn't really impact the run. Portraits of the Rim just give our colonists a little bit more pizzazz. Show Me Your Hands gives them hands that you can see whenever they're in combat, and Grav Ship Raids makes combat a little bit more frequent in aerial settings, allowing Grav Ship Raids so that the world feels a little bit less empty and that you're not the only people flying around. Now, we're going to try and load into our Neo Augmented Order with all of these mods that we haven't tried out yet. And hopefully, everything goes well, as it did last time with New Odyssey. Now, we're in the middle of winter, which is a little bit different from the last time that we played. We were in autumn/fall. And we opened up a room. We're getting Bun attached to the colony. We're getting everything all sorted, and we're making space for a doctor's office, our church, and everything like that. Would you look at that? Bub just has a psychopath face. That's really funny. Rose has a drug desire face, or an immunity face. Let's give her the immunity one. Gloss is, let's give him the masochist face. Yeah, looking stoned back there. Sammy, no body pierced, shooting accuracy, or neutral mood. Neutral mood feels like it's a Sam thing. Rin has a messed up nose. Oh my god, does she? Yeah, her nose is completely shattered, and it shows up in the in the little portrait. Now, Smelly. Oh, we're gonna pause so that Goss doesn't explode. Gonna check that drug desire. No, we're gonna make her the kind sort. And her eye is crushed? I didn't even realize this. Jess has a prosthetic heart. He? It's so weird. Sorry, names. We're gonna give him not great memory, but dislikes woman is a face, and that's crazy. Oh, he's bald! Bald! My eyes! And Kaufman has just tough, and that is fantastic. We're gonna have that be all of our characterial portraits. We're gonna check out Rosa. No, that's a little bit too much for a quick sleeper. We're gonna have her be on that one, give everybody an actual face, and we're gonna try and thick it through this winter because, oh my god, our lake froze over. Our lake actually froze over. I never thought that was possible. I think that was only possible because of Odyssey. That's not good. That's bad. But it's okay. We have a lot more power than we need right now during daytime, which is great because of our secondary geothermal generator that I built. I'm not sure if I built it on screen. I've got the storage going on back here so we can move everything from here to here. We're going to tell Goss, who has a psychite tolerance, to smoke some smoke leaf to get a little bit going. We have our heating area for our geese, and we had to call a lot of our geese, unfortunately, because they were just starving. They were just starving. And we didn't have enough food for them. We did, but moving it was going to be a painful endeavor. Our multi-analyzer is done. And I just didn't want to go through that endeavor, especially since the whole point of getting them was to cull them eventually and add them to our refrigerator, especially for those food packages, which is great. We have a minor break risk for Bob. Why? Want neural supercharged, darkness ratty apparel? High life missing? Bob, go smoke some weed, dude. Drink some psychite tea. Yeah, get your weed on, dude. But we were just kind of micromanaging our colony right now, because now that we're in like an actual practical setting of things being happy and joyous, our colonists are like, okay, we can't have like radically low expectations. They have to be high. They have to be modern. They have to be normal. And if they're high, modern, and normal, then that just means that they are harder to meet. But today's episode is probably realistically just going to be a lot of quality of life things, like last episodes. We're going to try and make Bun a part of our colony. We're going to try and expand inward. I'm not really sure what to do here, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to architect orders, mine all this out, all that, and then continue that so that we can have an edge wall here, and then use that edge wall to decide what sort of building we can do there. Excuse me. And loop it back around to here. I was thinking of expanding this room, deconstructing this back here, and then mining all of that here and just continuing our storage room. Excuse me. Wow. And having our refrigerator just be a proper, real, and in-order refrigerator, really. Maybe we can go back to machining so that we can start machining like guns and stuff. And now Bun has joined our colony. Perfect. What she has right now is just a bunch of stuff relating to our colony. She is an artistic cook that is fantastic at mining and happy to shoot around. So she's going to have this bed, which is a decent bedroom. And this is a slightly impressive bedroom. And we're going to keep mining. We're going to keep expanding. We're going to keep making this territory bigger and wider and cooler. And generally... Oh, why is it so hot in there? What the frick? We're gonna lower the heat in there a little bit. One more. And since we have the multi-analyzer right now, what we can do is jump over to fabrication. But this needs a multi-analyzer. And a multi-analyzer is steel, plasteel, gold, and components. Most of which, believe it or not, we're generally lacking. But something I want to do before we go to fabrication is make a shuttle so that we can build a passenger shuttle, so that we can have long distance travel and just casual momentum. But maybe, I don't know, maybe that might be a little bit beyond us. Maybe we should just start building our ship, you know? I'm thinking we should start building our ship. I'm thinking the reason why we're getting all of this cleared out is so that our ship can have space to, like, exist, you know? But with all of that out of the way, I'm just going to get our mining going. And I'm going to keep our colony moving forward. I'm going to keep expanding. Oh, I'm so lucky. None of my colonists got hit by falling roofs. And that is fantastic, because if a colonist is underneath a falling roof, they can die. Like, just straight up death. And that's not cool, yo. We don't want straight up death. We want straight... Not even straight death. Shout out to the gays. We want, like... We just don't want our colonists to die. Is that hard to say? I guess it is. Thrimbo! Thrimbo! But yeah. We're gonna work on the interior of our colony just a little bit. And we're probably only gonna cut back and forth whenever something happens. Because it's gonna be... a rough and normal play session through winter. A casual, normal play session through winter. So I'll see you when something more interesting happens that isn't just me moving this stuff around. And if you do like seeing me move our colonists around, if you do like seeing all of that background sort of narrative, feel free to let me know, because I would be more than happy to show it. But episodes would be long, or episodes would be nothing burgers. But I'm sure if you like it, then you like it. But I'll be right back until something interesting happens. And we are back, and unfortunately I'm gonna have to stitch the last part of the video into this part of the video because I accidentally pressed stop recording again. But we've got a large piece of an ancient ship that has crashed nearby. This is a mechanoid cluster, and it comes with a Scyther and a Lancer. That's not good. A Lancer is a really, really good charged shooter, and a Scyther is a really, really good fast melee attacker, and we have to basically fight it before this psychic droner goes on, because it's going to be a very bad time for our male colonists, and Goss is already feeling terrible. So what we've got to do is we've got to go to needs. Okay, and we're going to tell Bob to get absolutely stoned. We're going to go to Rosa. We're going to tell her to feed herself. Consume that simple meal. We're going to go to Sam. We're going to tell Sam to drink some Psychite tea based off of that. Then we're going to go to Rin. And we're going to let it play a little bit because Rin's going to need to smoke as well. Smoke leaf, sure. Then we're going to go to you. And your chemical wand's going to be here. And then you're going to drink Psychite tea. And then you're going to smoke that last flake, Jake or Jess. Then you're going to smoke that. And then Bun, you're going to... Oh, you're a teetotaler, but you want... It's okay. So with all of that going on, what we're going to do is at night, we're going to set you up here. Set you up here. And Smelly, I don't want to lose Smelly. It's Jess, really, that's replaceable, right? Because you're good at cooking, good at melee, good at... Yeah, Jess is absolutely replaceable. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell Jess to toughen up and go over here. Close enough. Kaufman's unrelated, Bun is unrelated, and Smelly is probably the only related one, so we're going to tell her to go here. And Jess is going to walk up and aggro these monstrosities and bring them back to base. Hopefully... Hey, Jess is going to be fast enough. Jess, hurry up. Hurry up. Go back to base. Jess, no. Just keep running. Okay, Jess is down. Well, I think that's going to be a loss for the... No, Bob, go rescue Jess. Go rescue Jess, Bob. Go! Everybody else, go to bed. Rosa, you especially. What are you doing out here? Nope. Never mind, Bob. You're going back home. We're not risking that. Sorry, Jess, you're dead. Sorry, Jess? Jess, you're dead. You're dead, Jess. You're dead. Sorry, Jess, but you're dead. Sorry, Jess? Any Jess fans out there? All of you were wrong. Jess is what we call a misandrist and replaceable. To anybody that thinks Jess is awesome, you're just wrong. You are just wrong, buddy. Sorry about that. We're gonna have a major break risk from Bob. That's fine. Colonists need rescue. That's fine. That's fine. Psychic drone for negative male vibes is ending because we got one before that as well, which is kind of crazy. Jess is dead. Does anybody feel like shit about that? Needs? Not really. Oh, your friend Jess. Rosa, no! Goss is always going to be upset. Your father, Kevin. Not even Jess. Don't care about Jess. Nephew. Was Jess really... Dude, Jess was a bigot. Why do we care? Fudge, man. Okay. So this is just going to be rough. We're going to have to toughen up. We're going to have to get everybody all sorted. And the worst part about it is that we're going to have to do it quick because we can't do it casually anymore. Now that Jess is gone, we absolutely cannot do it casually. And since it's the middle of winter time, we're just absolutely cooked as well. Because we can't just be like, yeah, this is normal stuff. Because it's not normal stuff. We can't rely on traders to come by and help us with it. We have to get rid of it now! So I'm just going to deconstruct these and this and that to get everything inside. Frickin' hopefully. So that we can start recovering our mentals, so that we can become a little bit more sane. And then we have a zit moment where... Oh no! That's really bad. That's really bad. The colony's falling apart. Oh god. And it wasn't even any of the mods either. You'd think that it was. No. Can we get back there? We can. Okay, great. Oh, we're gonna have to slowly watch them put out the fire. Oh, this is rough. This is so rough. What even broke? Okay. Everything's back to fine. I think it was just a wire. Are you kidding me? That's fine. We're gonna deconstruct everything out here. We're gonna get people all healed up. We're gonna get power? Are we low on power? Oh my god, we were low on power. But we're gonna get people all healed up. We're gonna get all this all hauled over. We're gonna get hopefully everything in order because I don't know why it's struggling. Everything should be consistent. Get in order right now. Whoa, this is gonna be catastrophe after catastrophe, won't it? And all of our guns kind of suck too. This is really bad. We might unironically have to just wait through winter dealing with the psychic drone, which sucks, right? But it might just be what we have to do, which is the rough part. And you know, Jess died. Oh no. Anyway, check this out. You wanna see something cool? Advent of drugs. Everybody, let's start doing drugs together. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be cool. Check this out. Bun is chilling. Smelly's hauling food, I guess, because Smelly doesn't want to join. Whatever. And we're gonna get a new recruit from this. I'm calling it. It's gonna be awesome. Yep. And Hurst is gonna join us and walk in. They are great with animals, mining, and melee. They are a slow learner, but a night owl, and we have an infection on Bun. Oh no. That's not good. That's very not good. Bob, can we rely on you to fix that? Hold on, wait, you're a doctor, aren't you? No, you're not. You're absolutely not. Rescue this character. Rescue this fool right now, Bun. Nope, you're not doing that, buddy. We're not doing any of that with you. We're going immediately to schedule and putting you and you on this Area 1 right now. Get back inside. But yeah, we probably will just have to wait through the seasons to deal with this because we don't have the resources. Bob has gotten an infection? Hold on. Health. Bob. Self-tend to yourself, please. Tend to yourself, Bob. Are we out of medicine? Oh no. So this over here has turned off. Which is not good, because all of our males are going in a bad frenzy. Hurst is a female, she doesn't have much to worry about. What are you worried about? Wielding a steel knife? Drop the frickin' steel knife. Want neural supercharge, no artificial enhancement, smoke weed. Or drink it. I don't care. Drop the knife. Dog, damn. This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough. We might even need to construct the individual prison complex. Oh my god, hold on. Wait, no, we got rid of Jess. I was so worried. I was like, wait, we need another room. But no, we didn't. We got rid of Jess. It's fine. Let's see, you're a guy, you're a guy. Everyone else is a female, I think? Yeah, so we only need two. Perfect. We're gonna get these working. We're gonna go to furniture. And you might be wondering, why are you rushing to do this, Maui? It's because these are going to be prison cells. Because even though Bob is very important to our colony, unfortunately for Bob, the other male in our colony is not as important as him or anyone else to that point. So Bob is just gonna have to suffer, unfortunately, in prison if he goes mad and insane, which is very probable. So what we're doing right now is we're building up this right now to make it a good prison, so that Bob and Goss, the crybaby, don't lose their mind. And I'm hoping it works, because if it doesn't work, things are going to be bad. We're not going to think about things being bad, because things are going to work for us, because things always work for us, right? Things always work for us. We have a colony primarily full of women. We can get past this. We can absolutely get past this. We can definitely get some magic done. We're going to do that there. Hide that. We're also going to hide that. Then we're going to keep dragging it through. I think through that as well. We're gonna see how best we can do, because this is gonna suck. I didn't expect to be hit by mechanoids at all, and I didn't expect to be hit by mechanoids at all. I didn't expect them to be this kind of mechanoid. I thought they'd be Lancer or something. Okay, you're on a psychite binge, that's fine. Just so long as you're not actively killing people, that should be okay. Smelly, what do you need? Colonists left unburied. Oh no. We literally cannot reach them without dying. I don't care. Sorry, but I'm not, actually. Fuck that colonist. Where's our weed? Is it still here? Okay. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough, it's gonna be rough, it's gonna be rough. Hurst, that is not your room. You were intentionally trying to make yourself feel bad. Don't do this right now. We need you locked in. Lock in, Hurst. Stop self-sabotaging yourself. The drone intensifies. Oh no. We really need people to stop We really need people to stop dilly-daddling. We really need people to start getting work on this construction. Like anybody on hand, we need on this construction right now, including Bob, honestly, including Bob. We need all hands on deck with this constructioning right now, because it is going to be rough. It is going to be a rough couple of days, because Bob will not be a part of those couple of days. We have a medical emergency. Where do we have a medical emergency? Cool, the warg self-tamed. Medical emergency on Bob and Bun health? Okay, you're good. Bob, please. We're just gonna have to say goodbye to Bob. It's gonna be a rough day. It's gonna be rough, and we're gonna go through a lot of losses. But what is Rimworld other than character development? Fortunately, that character development happens to coincide with the loss of one of our favorite and best colonists that had just the prettiest of faces too. There's nothing we can do about it, because he's too busy carrying the entire colony on his back right now. Org 1 died. Who'da guessed? Who'da guessed? Who'da guessed? But Bob is not here for long. Bob, it has been a pleasure to know you. You have been our favorite colonists, our longest lasting, our most reliable, our best. The fact that you have lasted this long is nothing but an accommodation to an impossible odd, because maybe in another world, in another lifetime, it would have been you proving those fools wrong, but for now, unfortunately, your sacrifice will only have to be appreciated. Because as much as we loved having you around, the Rimworld could not handle your greatness, Bob. Unfortunately, you will have to go in peace, with tears coming from my eyes, because I will miss you, but I'm gonna rescue you. Allow your shotgun. We're gonna let you perish in the most comfortable place that we have for you, Bob, okay? We're gonna make you know that you're loved and respected, and we're gonna give you a funeral opportunity, and we're gonna pin your head on the first spike put in our new church, Bob. You will always be missed as much as you will always be remembered. I am so sorry that it had to be like this, but we will forever miss you. Thank you, Bob, for being a part of our colony until probably the beginning of the end times for the colony, because I don't know how to move forward. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Fight back. Fight back. Get them. Oh, yes. Yes! Bob, your sacrifice was not for nothing. You have allowed this colony to last just long enough. Just long enough that heroes from another town came to avenge you. That is how much you were loved. You were loved across the world. And if this funeral goes bad, I'm gonna scream. Good. Now, someone remind me in the comment section that I have to unbury Bob's grave to take his skull and put it in the church. I might even put a sarcophagus in the church, just for the sake of it. But in the morning time, we will take Kaufman, who is tough and can get through it all, and use her to destroy it. No, I have no clue what to do, or who to take for it. Rin, maybe? No, but she's an undergrounder, and she's not really a fan of it. Smelly? Goss? Goss probably, but Goss would get sad. Probably Rosa, but Rosa kind of is the one that's, like, bummed out. Bun? I cannot accept that. That would have been lovely to have for Bob, but we're gonna send you out. We're gonna tell you to beat the shit out of that hearse. That's gonna be your first task. As soon as you do that, oh, the bandits are spreading. Wow, the world is unfolding, but in a very mean way. I forgot this was our world. It looks pretty cute. We're right next to the Tostada Mountains. Do we even have a secondary doctor? No, Bob was our only doctor. Oh, it's gonna be rough without him. Oh, it's gonna be so rough without him. Oh my god, Bob, you are going to forever be missed. Forever and ever, Bob. Ah, oh, what a shame, what a shame. And it was all to try and get fucking Jess. If you were a fan of Jess, fuck you. Unsubscribe. Bitch. Jess ruined our colony. Jess killed Bob. Indirectly, but he still did it. Advanced components! We need that for GravTech stuff. I hope we only need one, but go back inside, Kaufman. But it's rough. 3 components which we can find. Grav anchor? We need 5 advanced ones if we want to keep this place alive. Okay. But oh, what a rough episode already. And unfortunately for you, that seems like we're wrapping up on the episode. It seems like we're really getting things done, really showed off a lot in this episode, really got a lot done, even if a lot of it was just losing Bob, missing him. The beautiful angel that came and blessed our colony, his name was Bob, and he will never be forgotten. He's the first, no, the second saint of the colony, as the first was Rapture. She will forever be a part of our enforcements, and Bob will forever be immortalized in our new church. But I think that's going to have to be a next episode thing because we're reaching 30 minutes and it has been a blast. Even if not much is done, what I'm thinking of doing is just sending a deconstruct order for everything over here, unflooring everything over here, keeping this temporarily, and just starting to get work on our ship, really. Because the sooner that we get our ship done, like, the sooner that we'll have a base for it so we can start searching for more advanced components like the ones that we found out here. And the sooner that we can get more advanced components, the sooner that we get a bigger ship. And then if we already have a big ship kind of like preemptively made, then we can just blast off and make a bunch of stuff with the components that we'll have at that point. And if we do that, then we can start getting plasteel and selling stuff, and then we can start focusing on smoke leaf and psychoid farming. Rather than just accumulating the wealth here, we can disperse it against the colony ships that we have flying left and right. And then after we have them flying left and right, we can come back with all of the stuff that we've bought, and then we can finally, like, you know, actually do stuff that's good for the colony. But for now, we're just gonna... Is there not a place... Does this not count for a place to bury Jess? How odd. Or does... No, it's because they don't do hauling. Hurst, do you do? Too heavy. Weird. Anyway, we're just gonna get everything all set up over here, and we're gonna start getting our grav ship set up as well. We're gonna reinstall this kind of like here, and then we're just gonna start getting to work on that. And as we do, we're just gonna get everything ready to move forward, because even though our colonists have carried us so far, I think they're more than ready for an age and era without them. And that is something that is going to be hard to figure out what will look like, but it's something that we're going to figure out together. It's something that we're going to figure out together in the next episode of Rimworld Robotics. Thank you all for showing up to today's episode. I really do appreciate it, and I will dearly appreciate any likes, comments, and subscribes, and I will dearly appreciate any Jess lovers to unfucking subscribe. Jess was a blight on this colony, and I swear to God, the more that he's up there, I might just get a prisoner to eat him. I might just chop him up at the butcher table, specifically to get him off of the top of my screen. But until that next time, this has been Maui, and I sincerely hope that unless you're a Jess enjoyer, that you had a fantastic day. I'll see you next time. Take care.